Hey guys, it's your girl Tara Leone back with another video, and today's video I'm going to be talking about Smile Direct Club. So I'm just gonna come today and tell you guys all about my updates, what's been going on, stories I have. I've actually had like a few people to try it out and go through the process that I went through and wrap this all up. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first. Right now, I'm currently supposed to be on my month for week 2 or something, right? But I am currently not. Something happened. My aligners got thrown away. So, I didn't throw them away. My friend did. You know who you are. Watch out if you watch. Well, when you watch this video, because you're gonna watch this. I'm more than sure you're probably watching this video. You threw my aligners away. Yes, I'm telling everybody. So she threw my aligners away, and basically, y'all, and this is like a downfall to Smile Direct Club. I was on my month 3, week 3 and 4 aligners, and it must have been like the second day, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I have my aligners. You're supposed to keep it in here, right? But I don't do that. I don't know why, but because I don't do that, I usually keep it in like a napkin or something, and I put it in my pocket. Well, I went over to my friend's house to go hang out with her. She was all chilling, and she was cleaning up and all that good stuff. And the next thing I know, I go like this, because that's how I like check my teeth. But I go like that, and I was like, wait a minute, bitch, like, where my teeth at? Where is my teeth? And she was like, and then I'm looking, and I was like, oh my God, did you throw them away? And she's like, oh, TT, why don't you? Because this isn't the first time. I don't know if you saw my other video, my first video about Smile Direct Club, but if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Go click it, go watch it, you know, right now, after this video. But the first time my aligners got thrown away, I was actually at a Taco Tuesday, right? And so I actually had to go trash can digging for these aligners. But that was like my month, that was like when I just kind of started, so it was like my month 2. I don't know, but it seems like these past few months, my aligners have gone through like some kind of episodal thing where it almost gets thrown away. But this time y'all, them things was gone, because literally right when we were going back to the trash can, like going to rescue them, the lady came out, was like, oh no, I just pushed the trash down the chute, oh no, and then she just walked away. I was like bro, I was like so hurt, but I couldn't do anything about it. Like, the first thing I learned about life is first you blame yourself, right? You blame yourself, then you could blame others. Because yes, if she would have never want to clean up and be all clean when I come over there, I wouldn't have this problem. But anyway, back to the night. So I go on, and another thing that is good about Smile Direct Club, I guess, is that the access that you can contact any representative at any time of the night. So it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like texting the customer support. I'm like, hey, my friend accidentally threw away my teeth. Like, is there anything that I can do? Like, can I switch to the next month? Like, what can I do? What's the move, right? And they were like, oh, we're so sorry to hear that, but it's gonna be $100. How much? $100. I was like, you got me like, you do a payment plan? Like, what is this? I was like, you sure I can't skip to the next month? Because I mean, which I know I couldn't, because I was like on month 3, weeks 3 and 4, but I thought like the movements be subtle, so I didn't think it was gonna be that bad, right? They was like, well, I'm gonna contact blah blah blah, see if they could do it, but da 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 da. So at this point, it's like 12 o'clock. I'm mad because I'm really thinking like, why is it costing $100 for something I gotta wear for 11 days? Like, 11 days for $100, like, and I'm gonna throw them away. It's not about like whether or not I got it, but I'm really about to spend $100 on something I'm about to throw away for 11 days. They had me bent, right? So I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. I'm gonna just skip to the next month. I ain't tripping. I'm gonna just skip. So I go the next morning, I'm getting ready to, you know, go to work or whatever, and I'm like, okay, let me go put on my month 4 retainers. I'm gonna be okay. My teeth still gonna be straight. Man, I popped them things in my mouth. I was like, the things coming out like, I was like, yeah, teeth is not finna work. So I just was like, man, let me go ahead and call the Smile Direct Club people, the local office that's in, you know, my city, right? So I'm talking to the girl. And I'm like, yeah, my friend threw it away. You know, it was an accident. You know, what can I do? What's the deal? And she was like, well, we don't recommend that you skip, right? We don't recommend it. Don't do it. Don't skip. Do not skip, because we can't be held liable if you mess up your teeth and your teeth don't come out like that. So I was like, okay, cool. And she was like, well, it's just gonna be $100. And I'm like, who won't pay $100? Like, no, I know I don't want to pay $100. I don't know how much brackets cost when you break them, but I don't care. I don't want to spend my money. I think like the first 3 are free anyway. So I was like, it's not even my fault. I didn't throw them away. My friend did. This ain't no like, they don't have no insurance on. Like, I can't. Why I gotta be $100? Like, why is this a thing, right? So she was like, yeah, it's $100. I was like, okay, y'all do payment plans? Like, y'all do the whole amount? And she's like, no, we don't do payment plans on that. She's like, since you you know, you don't have it, you know, no. And I was like, bruh. But I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? And she's like, oh, well, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and order your liners. It's gonna take about, I thought she said 2 to 3 weeks. So I was like, why is it taking so long for y'all to print out some retainers and ship them? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it taking so long, first of all? And she's like, well, it's gonna take about that long. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do in the meantime? She was like, oh, well, don't you have we recommend that you wear your older liners till your new ones come in. And I'm like, I threw them away. And she's like, oh no, you shouldn't have thrown them away. And I was like, what am I supposed to just be keeping around months of liners? She's like, yeah, well, we recommend that you do keep the liners just in case something like this happen. And I'm like, who's expecting their friends to throw this shit away? Nobody. Nobody's expecting their aligners to get thrown away, right? So why would I keep 3 months or 2 months worth of dirty aligners lined up just in case some shit pop out? You know what I'm saying? So I was just done at this point. I was like, what am I gonna do? She was like, okay, well, yeah, we're gonna take 2 to 3 weeks, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I was like, just take the money, just take it, and send me my aligners. But honestly, I didn't think she said that long. Like, I didn't realize how long 2 to 3 weeks it's gonna take, because I ordered these June 7th. The incident happened on the 6th. I ordered them on the 7th, and it's now June 22nd. And I'm just like, why is it taking so long for y'all to send me this aligners? Like, $80 on my account. So why is it taking y'all this long? Y'all should have it in the system to where it should be ready to be reprinted at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have it on a system to where y'all can reprint that shit out and send me my shit and expedite it. Send it. I'm paying $100. You might as well add the $5 extra for the same day shipping. Okay? So I'm still waiting. So my treatment has been pushed back because of that incident. I'm really not mad at my friend. I really don't care. It's just some stuff that happens in life, and you just gotta keep pushing, you know? Especially since it's something that I want, so you gotta pay the price for stuff that you want, right? So what else? So after that, I also got an email or a text from my doctor, like, oh, it's your 90-day checkup. And mind you, it was like right before I'm about to go to work. And so there's like, oh, it's your 90-day checkup. Send us, you know, your pictures, da 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 da. So they asked me questions, and it was like, oh, are you wearing your aligners? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And it was like, oh no, why not? And I was like, because I ordered them, and y'all still haven't sent me my new ones. So I'm not on track. I'm not wearing my aligners. No, nothing is going good. You think they responded? No. I don't even know if they responded. Like, I just did it in the little portal and sent them pictures on my teeth, and that was it. Like, I'm not happy at all. Oh, let me tell y'all. So basically, when I got off the phone with the lady, I started to think, and I was like, wait, I didn't throw my trash out yet. So I had to freaking go in the trash can and dig out my month 3, week 2 aligners out. And boy, when I tell you, I scrubbed them things good. I put the toothpaste on them. I put the peroxide. I cleaned these things, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, I've kind of lost interest in wearing it or continuing the process because this event happened, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a little downfall, I guess, but I gotta keep pushing. So I found them today, and you know, I popped them back in my mouth. They kind of hurt, so I'm a little afraid of how my month 3 weeks 3 and 4 is gonna come out. Because another thing the lady said was like, since I was waiting, at first she thought that I still didn't have them. I didn't find my other aligners at this point. So I was like, what if they don't fit when they come? And she's like, oh, I don't know, you're just gonna have to spend more money. So I thought that was shit, and I was like, I didn't like that. I didn't like how the wiggle room is so small for mistakes, or for complications that may happen, or incidents that are inevitable, and their response to them. So typical things like, what if their aligners, like, I remember when I got an aligner, like my month 2, one of the weeks were cracked, and it was kind of like a tooth was like split in half or something, but I thugged it out because I only had to wear it for a week. Now when I mentioned it to them, it was like, oh, take a picture of it, send it to us. Oh, we might get back to you in 2 to 3 weeks. Why is it taking y'all that long? Why? You have an office here in the city. Is it taking y'all so long to process or take care of these mistakes? Speaking of processes or taking care of mistakes, one of my friends went ahead and did the tour and did everything, and did the procedure to where they scan her teeth and she gets a 3D scan, and they sent her the box. So when they did her 3D scan, the front was fixed, right? The front was fixed, but she still had gaps on the side. And she was like, well, why aren't y'all gonna fix the gaps? And they were like, oh, because of health issues. And she was like, what health issues? Because if I had braces, all of that would be closed up. So what are you talking about? And they're like, oh, it's just certain things, that the way they retainers operate, or the way that they shift the teeth, they kind of put the front appearance of the mouth a priority, then over, at the highest priority, which will sometimes mean sacrificing the sides or the back. And from this, we were like, that doesn't sound right, because this is Smile Direct Club, which is kind of like a branch or a leaf off of the Invisalign company. So then we started to think, and we were talking on the phone, and we were like, well, maybe it's not health reasons they can't fix the whole side of your mouth. Maybe it's legal reasons. And when I say legal, I mean like when you compare it to, let's say, your brand and generic drugs, right? So you have your Benadryl, then you have your CVS drill, wall drill, drill it up, drill a hole. You have all those other ones, right? But you have Benadryl. And so when you're deciding on which one to get it would be like the brand would be the most expensive out of all the other ones, right? So I think that Smile would be in that order of it being like a generic Invisalign. So legally, they can only do a certain extent. So just like legally, when other brands have, Benadryl, they both have the same active ingredient, but certain things or certain limitations have surpassed to where they can partake and get a piece, or, have that option, but they just can't touch like certain things. And I feel as if Smile Direct Club can't touch certain things, and that certain thing was the gap on my friend's teeth, side of her teeth. So, just the way her mouth was set up, and the way her bite was set up, fixing things and kind of get it in order, I think that might have something to do with it. Again, it's just a hypothesis. I don't know if that's true, but it does make sense to why it's called Smile Direct Club and not Invisalign. And then also, if you look at the aligners, they're a little different. Like, they don't even, like, it doesn't grip the whole teeth. It's like I don't know what Invisalign looks like, but I feel as if the fact like they gotta look a little different from Invisalign, right? If they're gonna be called something else. So I mean, if you were to try it, you would see how it's set up. But yeah, I mean, another one of my friends said that she went and she loved it. It was cool. I don't know if she did it, but it was a good experience for her. I know that for a fact. So let's see, what else? So again, the first time, I don't know if I told y'all about this in the first video. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out now or after this video, whichever one you prefer. But yeah, just go like it. Just go, don't forget to go check it out. But the first time I actually lost my aligners was at a Taco Tuesday. We was studying for finals. It was a group of us, and I took my aligners out, and of course I put them in a napkin because I don't like the case. I don't like carrying the case everywhere I go. So I put them in a napkin, and we were eating. And so once I finished, I was like, okay guys, I'm about to go use the bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back. So while I was there, we had our iPads and stuff because we were studying for finals. So when I came out of the bathroom, they were all gone, and I was like, okay, they must, you know, just be headed to the car. So then I'm walking to the car and I'm like, and I was like, yeah, T, we got your stuff. And I was like, wait, did y'all get my tea? And it was like, no. So I start running. I'm like, no. So I go running, and then there's the lady wiping off the little table, cleaning it up. She all finished and stuff. And I'm like, ma'am, where did you throw the trash at? Like, where is the trash for this table? And she was like, oh, it's in there. It's in the trash can. And I was like, no. Like, no. So I went ran to the back. I was all in the kitchen, y'all. I was like looking for it. I was looking for him, like Future. I was like, that was lame. But yeah, I was looking for him, right? And so I even had like the staff looking for him. I was like, wait, don't, let's move it. I'm just enough. Wait, we was digging in the trash can and all that good stuff, y'all. We was looking for them things. And then the guy who was washing the dishes, he had found them. So I took them, rinsed them all, put some hot water in it, and I didn't put them in my mouth. Like, I put them in the, I think I put them in a case, because the case was in the car. But once I found them, I put them in a case, and I took them home, and that's when I cleaned them even more. But y'all, it was bad, like, the first time. But I didn't lose them the first time. But that's how I knew, like, this second time, it was meant for me to lose them. It was a lesson. It was a lesson for me, because the first time, you know, it happened, I saved them. But the second time, I was too late. It was meant. It was meant. But I mean, as far as like my overall rating, I honestly think Smile Direct Club needs to get it together with their processing of fixing mistakes and their response time, because I ordered on the 7th and it's like 2 weeks. Like, this is why I pay for Amazon Prime, because I want it today. I order now, you know, like, it should be in a system to where they should be able to, oh, okay, Tiara then messed up, let me press this button, let me go in her file, click, let me go, you know, reprint them, remold them, takes about, you know, maybe a day or two to mold them, you know what I'm saying, and then send them off to her express mail. Like, fly them things to her, make sure she get it, like, cause I am like way pushed back. Like, I thought I was gonna be finished around Carter's birthday, but I honestly don't know when I'm gonna be finished now. Like, probably it's not till after my birthday now, which isn't that bad. It's like a week or two behind, but the longer they take to send them, the longer I'm gonna be pushed back. And that's not fair. That's not fair at all, especially when I paid $100. You know, if you're paying $100 for something, you expect it to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I'm just Mr. Krabs. Maybe I'm just cheap, but if I'm spending $100, whether it be on food, like, I want it today, like, now, at an efficient rate. So they should definitely get a little bit better with that. And as far as, like, the alternatives, or, like, how everybody was just like, oh, that sucks, you know what I'm saying, that sucks, and there's nothing you can do. And like, just imagine if I didn't have my month 3 week 2 on me, you know, my tea would really have been shifted, and then I would have to spend more money because of the delayed process, all because of an accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when braces break, you know, it's an accident, I'm sure, you know, sometimes, or sometimes it's just like it just wear and tear, normal wear and tear. So like, for instance, with these aligners getting slits in them, it's like wear and tear. But the fact that when I opened it and it had a tear in it, that's another situation. I don't know how that happened, but I did have one set of aligners that had a rip in it already, and I didn't even touch it, so that was different. But I think they should just get better with that. They should be more upfront, or at least find a better way to tell people why they can't fix their mouth or their smile in its entirety. And I'm not sure of the process of, like, if you get your 3D scan and, you know, you're not satisfied with your smile after you do your treatment. I don't know if you have to pay more money, or if it's going to be like a complimentary program that they initiate at the end of it. But I told my friend, I was like, girl, if I'm not happy with my smile at the end of this, I'm going to just get veneers. I'm going to just give me some horse tea and call it a day. I'm going to just give me some Buccaneers and go over my day. But I told her she could also slap me if I ever do that. So I don't know. But I think my smile at the end of this, hopefully, I'm hoping that everything works out good. I'm hoping that whenever my month 3, week 3 and 4 comes, that they fit, and that I can just continue with my treatment with no problem. Otherwise, y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know who I'm gonna call. I guess I better call Saul, because I damn sure can't call Smile Direct Club, because all they go, oh, they ain't gonna know what to do either. They probably will take 3 to 5 business weeks to let me know what to do. But we gonna see. But yeah, you guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel for more videos. I got more coming for y'all, so just stay tuned, and thank you guys so much. Bye.